It's something else that you said whilst was running, and you've explained like your kind of mentality, almost for life, is always a little further.
Yeah. That mantra, like I say, it's spooky in a way. The old man, basically I stole his hat, I was 9 years old, and he took me into a little dark room, and I thought, oh shit. And he said, that's when he sat me down and he said, look, he goes, you're a little shit, you're a bad little shit, but there's something about you. And he started talking to me, and he explained what boxing was. As I said earlier, boxing is not a game of brutality. Boxing is a poor man's game of chess. It's about looking at the person in front of you, or whatever's in front of you, anticipating the next move, being one step ahead of it. You win a boxing match with your feet and your brain, not with your hands. Your hands just put the final touches to it. Your feet will get you in trouble, will get you out of trouble, and your mind. So it's staying focused, reading, anticipating, and being one step ahead. And he said it's about going always a little further. It won't be easy. It will be hard. You can hardly breathe. Your legs are heavy. Your arms are heavy, but you can. As long as you say so. I'm going to keep my arms up. I'm going to step forward. I'm going to throw another punch. Bang! You've already gone a step further. Always a little further. And then when I joined the regiment years later, it's on our clock tower. It's part of the saying, you know, over that blue mountain, over that angry sea. Always a little further. And I've always kept that in my head. And it's helped me through life. I can go a little bit further. And I'll always go a little bit further. As I get older, you know, maybe that little bit further is just getting off the couch and making a cup of tea. But I'll get up and do it. I won't just sit there and go, well, I can't have a cup of tea because I'm tired. I'll get up and do it. So, yeah.
How much do you think people are leaving in their tanks?
In where? How?
In life in general. I mean, a lot. You know,
50%.
Yeah.
50%. Because you know what it is. There's an old saying: "Get comfortable with being uncomfortable." I wouldn't agree with that. I fucking hate being uncomfortable. But in order to get achievements, it generally means being uncomfortable. And you've got that energy in your tank and that drive to do it. Just use it. Break through it. It doesn't matter. Like getting in that water this morning, I ain't getting it. It's cold. I know it's cold. But fuck it, I'm going to get in it. Because I can. I can. And I also have a choice. I can or I can't. Like I said, there ain't no can't. I can. So I'm going to do it. And everybody's got the same, no matter what it is. You've got it in there. You have got it in you. Everybody has. There's no excuses. Whether you've got a disease, whether you've got a problem, whether you've got a mental problem, you have. You've just got to go through it. The problem with, you know, the mental problem as well is that it's real. Of course it's real. But you've got to make the first move. Because no one else knows what's inside your head. No one. You have got to say to yourself, I cannot sit in this pity party. You can sit in there and go, blame somebody else is going to drag me forward to do it. People will try, but you still have to make that fucking move. You still have to go forward and go, I want to get through this now, I'm going to go. So everybody, that's what you got to go. You got to say, this is not comfortable. I've got to get through it, and it's a passage in time. It's like anything, you know, we've all been through that roller coaster of, oh, I've got a load of money now, now I've got nothing. Now I've got a bit of money, now I've got nothing. Now I'm feeling fit, now I ain't fit. Now I'm in a great relationship, now everybody hates me. It's a passage in time. It'll keep coming and keep going. But you've got to make the first move. Get out the pity party, because the only one in the pity party is you, and go forward. Take that fucking bite and go, fuck it. And it ain't gonna be easy, and it's gonna be painful, but it's gonna be worth it.
I think one of the things well, you've been in charge of a lot of people, you've been leaders of a lot of people, you've seen a lot of people's journeys on the show as well, and you know, is there a sadness to you to see people's potential like wasted away? Does it bother you?
It really does bother me. It fucking bothers me a lot, and I'll give you a good example was, I think the Celebrity one 2 seasons ago, there was a young influencer. I didn't even know what an influencer was. I don't know the guy, but he's a nice young lad. But you know, everybody goes, yeah, the youth of today, of this, of that, the woke, the weak. I guess every generation says something similar. You know, so this young kid, especially now, everybody's talking about how the younger generation don't respect and they won't. He's a young lad. He had a lot in his tank. He had a lot of potential. But all he could think about was, it's easy to sit on a computer and make a lot of money. I can't be asked to push myself. I can't be asked mentality. And that fucking really wound me up. Because he's still a good kid. He could have really put the younger generation on the map by showing, hey, but then in fact, and I'll give you a better example, or a better example in one way, that guy could have done that. He chose not to. I'm going back to my late, and that's a shame. That is a fucking waste. On the next show, we got an 18-year-old girl who fucking really smashed her at the park. everything. Biggest men, smallest men, fastest women. She smashed it. Why? Because in there, she was like, I'm going to do it. I can do it. And I don't care, I'm wet, I'm cold, I'm hungry, I'm deprived of sleep. She did it, because she can do it. And he could have done it. We can all do it. And she laid a great example.
Yeah, and I think, one of the things we talk about a lot at Mulliganbrothers is inspiring change, and it literally can be, you don't have to be some really famous person to do it. It's just by the way you lead your day, lead your actions and step forward each day. Yeah. And I think wasted potential is just a terrible example for the people, who come after us. Is there an importance of leading in a certain way to make sure you are the example for other people?
I think, the tapestry of life is very similar. We all go through being a little bit naughty, being a little bit rogue, what's important. I think there's a certain time in your life where you realise what is important. And, I remember reaching that a long way back, just looking around me and thinking, it's not about materials, it's not about money, it's not about status, it's about actually look around us. Everything around us is for us, and most of what is really enjoyable out there is free. It's for everybody. It's just realising that, and also realising, and I hate saying this, but it's very true, there is always somebody worse off than you. No matter what even from the poorest to the poorest, there's still somebody worse. And realising that, and I think we're all in a position, especially us, we're very privileged, and I'm grateful for where I am. We should all give back. Every single day we should be giving back. No, I'm not talking, that has to be finance, knowledge, experience. We've lost that role model world now. I remember, again, I gravitated towards old people because I kind of knew he's already been through divorce, through finance, through the relationships, through fitness, through this. He's been round probably twice. So he can go to you, listen, son, forget all this, forget doing this, forget doing that, do this. Don't reinvent the wheel. And we kind of go, yeah, I get that. But we're still almost like, oh, don't touch that because that's hot. And we all go, oh yeah, that is hot. We still fucking play with it, but at least I learn from that. So it's about, we should all be in that position now to give back whatever it is to the younger generation, to the older, whoever. Pass on that experience to people and go, look, fucking give that back, or give your time. Look, we do a lot of stuff with our charity in Haiti, giving kids a chance off the street. Those kids on the street have got nothing, and they're little rogues to everybody else, but they're not. They've just not got no role models. We've lost it. We're too scared. Sorry, now I went off a little bit on a tangent there. So, I'd go and speak with old people. You can't do that today because everybody's petrified because of the nonsense that we put out there. Somebody kicks a ball to me in the park now, a kid, the first thing I do is, where's your parents? It's fucking crazy. And we're in a safer world now than we've ever been. We've got phones, we've got light everywhere, there's more people about, there's cameras everywhere. But we scaremonger our own kids and everybody into, everybody's a weirdo, and we're losing that. We're losing that male role model thing, and we shouldn't. And we're too scared to tell anybody the truth. That's the biggest thing in the world today as well. We're scared to tell the truth because we're going to upset somebody. Well, you know what? Life's about being upset. Life's about failing. But life's about getting back up again and moving fucking forward. You need to be told sometimes because we all become cocooned in our little world and we don't see what everybody else sees around us. So it's good to be told. But we're too scared to say it. Oh no, we're going to upset. Fucking I'll tell it. I say it.
Yeah, I want to. So just on that, like hearing the truth, I don't think this generation does hear.
Well, I think that's what I think I like about the show is we'll tell the truth. There's no rehearsals on the show, by the way. There's no script. I don't know what's sat in front of me. I don't know nothing about the person sat in front of me. Those mirror rooms, that's where we really do. And I don't know which way to go with it, whether it's a tragedy story, whether he's a big drug, thinks he's a... And at that moment, I'll make my mind up and I'll fucking I'll say what I really believe. And it's kind of old-fashioned in many ways, but I stand by it. I grew up on those values, and it kept me, to get me where I am now, it kept me alive. And we're just too scared to say it. Some people, most of the people. But I'll fucking say it, and people do say it on the show, we do say it. And we're not saying that for the camera, I'm saying it because I mean it. If I'm saying it, I mean it. If I'm trying to give advice, and whether it's aggressive advice, because you need a kick up the ass, because you need to be told you're a prat, or you're a fucking idiot, I'll tell you. Or I'll think, okay, you've done well, great, you've done well, but you can do better. And we can all do better. And I'll say it, it's not about pat each other on the back and we're great. There's always improvement. And yeah. I think we've lost that. We've certainly lost it in schools. We've lost it in universities. We've lost it on the streets. No one's got respect for police. The police are trying to do the job, and you've got 50 fucking people putting cameras in the face. have a bit of respect, and you know, we've lost it,
Yeah, no, definitely.
and it's sad.
Yeah, it is. And I think it also leads to oversensitivity that makes it really difficult for people to progress in life because they're so sensitive to life.
We put more emphasis on people being weak or oversensitive than we do on reality. What is really important?
Life's tough.
Of course it's tough.
Yeah.
You know, we stop challenges in schools. Well, life's a challenge. When you go for a job, you ain't going to get it because you think you're going to get it. You're going to get it because you're good at the job. You're going to be good at the job. Or you're not going to be good at it and you're going to get knocked back. Be prepared to not. And we're setting people up for failure by pretending it's all a cozy, nice, we're all in this mamby-pamby, because we ain't. And that's setting people up for a big kick in the face. And that's where we are. And that's why we've got all these oversensitive, craziness that's going on.